welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing peanut butter, not peanut butter, but peanut porridge. Yes, so here I have all my ingredients. Hopefully you can see them well. I'll be blending my oatmeal first. Here I have 3/4 cup of oatmeal. You could use any oatmeal, it doesn't matter. And this one is the quick oatmeal. You'll notice I'm not doing any talking during the blending process because my blender is very loud. So here I have my blended oatmeal. Oops. Have a little splatter there. I'll go ahead now and blend my peanut. Also have 3/4 cup of peanut, and the one I'm using is the dry roasted peanut, and it's unsalted. You could use fresh peanut also with the trash on, not the red layers on, but this is what I have, so that's what I'll be using. Go ahead and blend that out. So this is all completed. I'll go ahead and blend my plantain, and this is a whole grain plantain, peel and slice. To this you could add some milk or you could add water. I'll be adding some lactose milk. And that's about a cup. My green plantain is all blended. So here I have all my ingredients here. I have the blended plantain, the blended oatmeal, and the blended peanut butter. Peanut. I kept saying peanut butter. Let's head over to the stove. On the stove here I have my water going with cinnamon sticks. To this I'll add a half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm using sea salt here. Always go light on your salt. It's always better to add more than to have a salt porridge. I will go ahead and temper my boiling cinnamon water a bit. I'll move over here and I'll add my oatmeal and my blended peanut. You want to stir constantly. You don't want this to get thick on you. That's a no-no. Turn your stove down low. Go ahead and add your oatmeal. You could always add more liquid. You don't want this to get lumpy on you. You can always add something to temper the water, your cinnamon water with your peanut butter and your oatmeal. Keep your stove low. I will now go ahead and add my blended plantain. You could remove the cinnamon stick if you want. I'm not going to remove them. Here I go in with my blended plantain. And that will help to give it a nice thick consistency. Hopefully you can see in my pot. Just give you a closer look. Keep stirring. Don't allow your porridge to get thick or lumpy. The word I'm looking for is lumpy on you. You want to keep everything moving so it can be nice and smooth. Keep whisking with your whisk. Keep your flame on medium. I will go ahead and add a quarter tablespoon or a quarter teaspoon of allspice. Allspice is very strong. You could even use half of the amount that I just put. We'll be going in with our nutmeg. I'll be using quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. That's also very strong. You want to stir that in. Keep your flame low. I'll be going in with my cinnamon, and I'll be adding half teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Try to level off that a bit. You want to stir. I'll be going in with 1 tablespoon of vanilla. You could add more if you wish. 1 is good for me. I'll be going in with my rose water, and I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of rose water, or a little less, and that will give your cereal, your hot cereal, extra flavor. Whenever I do porridge, I always add my butter, and I'll be using 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. This just gives your porridge a smooth and delicious flavor. Smooth texture and delicious flavor. I'll be going in with almost 3/4 cup of evaporated milk. Everyone in my household is lactose, so that's why I use some Lactaid milk, just to be safe. But you don't have to do that. If you have evaporated milk and you have condensed milk, that's good enough. You could also add coconut milk. I don't have that today, so I'll be using what I have. You can always substitute. Having coconut milk will kick up the flavor to another level. So you could go ahead and add coconut milk when you're making yours. I'll now go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar in the raw form. You don't have to add sugar, depends on your taste bud, because we'll be using condensed milk as well. And see, when you use evaporated milk, condensed milk, and also the Lactaid milk that I use, you have a richer and a more creamy, white, flavorful porridge. Now that I've added everything so far, I'll go ahead and give it a taste. Wow, this is delicious. Remember to keep your flame low. You don't want your porridge to burn. So my last ingredients will be condensed milk, and this is sweetened condensed milk. I'll add about a quarter cup of that. I'm gonna kick it up a notch. I'll be kicking it up a notch with a tip of vanilla extract. What I used before was vanilla essence or vanilla flavor. Just a tip. My peanut butter porridge is all completed. I will turn this off and remove it from the flame, and I'll dish a bit and show you the finished. Here you have it. My delicious peanut butter porridge. Thank you for joining me today. Please take some time to subscribe to my channel, that each time I post something new, you'll be notified. See you next time. Bye.